Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com and a Phil's Gang radio show. During this presentation, I would appreciate if you hit subscribe, like, and share. And remember, anytime you can go to my website, philsgang.com, and sign up for my membership, and you get the free 10 days. The first 10 days free. Okay, a lot to talk about today. We got back from Thanksgiving, and the market dropped 500 points. Well, they said the reason why it's dropping 500 points is because of the unrest in China. That's a bunch of crap. That's not true at all. I mean, I love the way these bureaucrats and these academics, especially the people that run the Federal Reserve, I mean, these people just disgust me. Just like the fake business news network. All they do is lie. They never tell us the truth. Like gold. People have no idea. Gold's going back up again, right? But they're going to do everything they can to suppress it. Not going to be able to work this time. And why do they suppress it? Because first of all, when gold goes up, it tells the nation, it tells the world that we have a bunch of dumbasses that are running our country. And that means the people who lend us money, like China or the Saudis, they want more interest. That's what it means. That's why they don't like gold going up. Also, gold going up tells the regular guy on the street, hey, something's wrong, man. Gold's going up. And then people on Social Security see gold going up. They say, whoa, hey, I want more money. We need more money for our retirement, our Social Security, our cost of living's got to go up. So that's one of the main reasons they always suppress it. And they suppress it because they want the dollar to be king, because they want to be able to keep interest rates low on your mortgages. But this time, I don't think it's going to work because inflation is going to get much worse. Not better, much worse. They're telling how great things are. Well, let me tell you, anytime you take somebody like Bernanke, or you take somebody like Yellen, and now Powell, these academics, they're dumb. They're just plain dumb. And they don't, I mean, just think, since the time Bernanke started in 2008 and go to Yellen and then go to Powell, look what they've done to the country. They're supposed to be geniuses. I mean, my God, look at Yellen, MIT, Harvard, Princeton, all of them, all educated nincompoops. They don't know anything. Matter of fact, there should be a law that states that no one can run the Treasury Department or the Federal Reserve or even president unless they have a real business background. I don't mean go to business school. I mean that you started a business and you built a business, quite a good business. And that should be what qualifies you to run the Federal Reserve and the Treasury and be president. Look at the idiot we got as our president right now. They can't comprehend. They never went out and met a payroll. Anyways, so let's get back to what's going to happen. You always want to know what the market's going to do today and in the future, and I'm doing this for you while we're in this crisis. Don't cost you a penny. Well, let's just say this, that they're going to continue to try to rally that market. They're going to cheat, scam, do anything they can to rally that market through that 200-day moving average. When you look on your chart and you put the SPY up, the spiders, they're going to do everything they can. Okay, they're even going to try to take the Qs out of mothballs, and they're going to try to push the Qs back up to the 200-day moving average. That's what their deal is. They're trying to get to where they can connect into the Christmas rally, which is 5 days before Christmas. Okay, and it ends 2 days after. And the reason for all of this is so that the big investment banks on Wall Street, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, you know all the gangsters, they want their bonuses. I talked about this yesterday. So be patient with your gold. Gold's going to be volatile, okay, while we're going through this. But gold will win out. Because, see, everyone says how Carter was the worst president ever. Are you kidding me? I think he was the best president ever. I know you're going to think I'm nuts. But in this regard, he was the best president ever. He's the only one that had a set of kahunas, okay, that he told his Treasury Secretary, do whatever it takes to break the back of inflation. And he had the courage to go in and raise rates up to 20%. He didn't get reelected. Obviously, the peanut farmer had to go back to chewing peanuts, growing peanuts. But But he did what nobody else would do. Had the courage to break the back of inflation, because inflation is horrible. All presidents, except the idiot we have now, are fearful of inflation. Inflation destroys your economy. It destroys your national security. Every president, going back to Lincoln, would have told you that's their worst nightmare. Not war, not terrorism, but inflation. It can destroy economies. It can destroy your national security. It's a terrible thing, inflation. And at least Jimmy Carter understood that. As much of a dope he was, he understood that and said, do what you got to do. We're not hearing that. And that's why you're going to see gold continue to go higher. That's my opinion. Now, I also think that what's going to happen as we get past the first of the year, because they don't have the guts to fight inflation, I think inflation is going to go higher. And therefore, I think you're going, and they're worried about raising rates to kill the economy. Are you kidding me? They're going to kill the economy by not taking care of the inflation. And that's why I think we're going to go all the way back to the lows we set in October. And I think we're going to go even below that, maybe another 20, 30%, because the valuations of stocks are just totally insane. So I think for now, for this week, we're going to continue to fight to try to push to the 200-day moving average. In the long term, I think we're going to have a huge sell-off. That's what I think is going to happen. So stick with your gold. Stay with your value stocks. But remember, these value stocks aren't going to replace, the growth stocks for 13 years. Remember, they've been pushing the growth stocks up through manipulation, and by keeping that, by making sure that yields were down, rates were down. That's how they pushed the big tech stocks up. They're done. They can't do that anymore. The only way they could do that, if Yellen, if she's a big enough dope, she probably would. If she declares she's going to do QE on her own, go back to QE, go back to zero rates, that she'll fund it instead of the Federal Reserve can't. They're tapped out. But she may do that. If she does that, inflation will just go right through the roof. So we have tremendous opportunities, but you got to learn how to sell short. I'm not just saying that to get you to join the gang. I'm telling you, if you don't know how to sell short, all you do is buy, you're going to get slaughtered in this market. Selling short's so easy. I could go to any grammar school, take the 6th grade to the 8th grade, and teach them how to short in 20 minutes. So please go to my site, philsgang.com, sign up. You got 10 days free. You'll learn about shorting. And if you decide not to stay with us beyond that period, that's fine. Just send a little money to St. Jude, that's all. But at least learn how to sell short. 401ks, you've gotten slaughtered. 401ks have dropped over 20%, 22%, I think it is, maybe higher, 27%. It's going to take 36% just to get back even. Without shorting, you're dead. With shorting, you could care less what the market's doing. Well, that's about it. I got to get back to my class. So I'll see you on the charts. Remember, philsgang.com. Go sign up now. Remember, free for 10 days. See you on the charts and see you on my radio show, philsgang.com.